I like to motivate people. I like to inspire people. I like to tell people, get off your ass. I like to call people out for procrastination. I don't mind telling people when I think they're being lazy. One of the things about me as a coach, as a life coach, a speaker, whatever it is that you want to define me by, I don't mind telling you how I see it. But sometimes, what if you're not lazy? What if you've been in a shitty situation for so long? What if you've just spent the last few months, the last few years in fight or flight? Always wondering what next. Your body, physically, your mind, emotionally. Trying to double guess the next minute. What's going to happen tomorrow? What's going to happen next week? I've coached people who, when you break it down, when you ask them what happened, they've had 5 years of fucking trauma. They're not lazy. They're exhausted. They're not lazy. They need a rest. It's not always procrastination. It's not always laziness. It's not always a lack of motivation, lack of inspiration. Sometimes people are just fucking exhausted and knackered. They watch too much news and see the state of the country and realise people are fucking them over who's supposed to be taking care of them. They've had the worst 5 years of their life. Illness, debts, job loss, shitty husband, shitty wife. Someone's been unfaithful, the parent has died, the dog has died, the cat has died. In the last few years, some of these things have happened to people all at once. Just spread out over months, maybe weeks at worst. They're exhausted, they're knackered. There's no light at the end of the tunnel because the tunnel felt like it fucking collapsed. That's what happened to them. They were running, sprinting with everything they had to get to the end of the tunnel, to see that light, and the tunnel collapsed. Finally, the rescuers turned up and dug them out. They're in the light now. The light is there. But they're damaged. They're exhausted. They're not lazy. They're not unmotivated. They're exhausted. And there will be people that know what this fatigue feels like. How tired that feels when it's just been one thing after another, one thing after another, one thing after another. And you get so tired, so fatigued, so exhausted. Your body just has to keep going. Your mind has to find a way to pick itself up. You know no one's going to do it for you. And you have to just somehow drag yourself. You're pumping adrenaline. Your adrenal glands are fucked. But you just, do you know what? Come on, one more step, one more step, one more step. I can do it, I can do it, I can get there. And you do get there. Eventually, the storm passes. But what's left of you is a fucking mess. You're in tatters. You've just had too many things hit you at the same time. You've never had a chance of getting recovered. You've never had a chance to take a breath. There was a point when you'd given up, just wishing you could get back on your own 2 feet. To just wishing you didn't get punched in the face when you just climbed up onto a knee. That's how many times you've been smacked in the face by life. That's how many times reality has kicked you in the fucking balls. And it's too much. And now that you're finally at the end of the storm, now they finally dug you out of the rubble of the tunnel, you're just exhausted and you need a rest. Nobody knows how much rest you'll need. I don't know how long that rest will take. Be easy on yourself. Allow yourself a break. It might be some months. It might even be a year or two. You can't beat yourself into an early grave and expect to jump around like a spring chicken. You've had it tough. You've had it hard. And now you need a rest. You're not lazy. You're just knackered. Okay? Take it easy. Give yourself a chance. Learn to breathe in a relaxed manner again. Learn what it is to be kind to yourself again. Learn what it is to have a long soak in the bath without fear. Learn what it's like for there to be a sudden knock at the door and notice you didn't jump out your skin. You've had a rough time. Take care of yourself.